These are caterpillars formed at the back of breakdowns. If you're new to rugby, you might not know that caterpillars are a recent development in the game, only taking prominence in the last few years. They're quite a new thing, and I hate them. Hate's a strong word. I mean, some fans don't like scrums, some don't like mauls, some don't like red cards. I love rugby, but I fucking hate these caterpillars. And whoever thought of doing this, I hate them a little bit too. Let me explain why. Disclaimer 1. Everyone does it. The teams I support do it. So the examples I'm picking are due to the actions, not the teams or individuals. Disclaimer 2. I don't want to attack the refs here either. Refs don't just allow these things. World Rugby gives them directives on how to officiate. I'm also aware this is just my opinion, and I'm very keen to know your point of view. Please do let me know if you hate these human centipedes as much as I do, or if you actually don't mind them. Okay, here's a caterpillar set up while deep in the 22. It provides the halfback an excellent platform to put in that clearing box kick. Brilliant kick, but historically, box kicking halfbacks need the forwards to get go forward ball to get defenders on the back foot. If they don't get that, they're under significant pressure, hence why they would pass back deep to a clearing kicker. The caterpillar halts flow and resets play like an in-game set piece and creates space between the halfback and the defenders. It allows teams to create stable and uncontestable possession in challenging situations like stagnant, lateral and even retreating ball. 150 years of rugby is just getting undermined by this. That's why I just fucking hate these caterpillar things. Okay, so how do we get rid of them? I'm going to refer to the current rugby laws. We need to look at laws 14 for tackles and 15 for rucks. I'm just concentrating on the laws I think are most relevant for caterpillars. I do recommend fans read all of the laws just for better understanding. Okay, tackles, law 14. Watching this vision, this is never a ruck. A ruck requires both teams to be involved. This starts and ends as a tackle. The first arriving player in white gets over the tackled player. As per 14.4c, he is defined as an other player in the tackle area. Laws 14.8a and b both say other players must remain on their feet. The legal definition of on feet is players are on their feet if no other part of their body is supported by the ground or players on the ground. Let's zoom in. Hands on the ground and his teammate. He has breached law 14.8. Getting rid of caterpillars at tackles to me is basic. You can't create a caterpillar without breaking law 14.8. So penalise the first player who goes off their feet, as per the law. Okay, rucks is a little trickier, so we have to look at how several clauses in law 15 work together. Here's 15.4. Offside at a ruck. Each team has an offside line that runs parallel to the try line through the hindmost point of any ruck participant. If that point is on or behind the try line, the offside line for that team is the try line. This is a diagram provided by World Rugby showing the offside lines at the hindmost foot of the ruck. Please take particular note of this because we'll come back to it. Okay, joining a ruck. 15.5. An arriving player must be on their feet and join from behind their offside line. And 15.7. A player must bind onto a teammate or an opposition player. The bind must precede or be simultaneous with contact with any other part of the body. Okay, so in theory, creating a caterpillar is legal in a ruck. The whole team can bind up onto the ruck if they really wanted to. 15.8. Players must join the ruck or retire behind their offside line immediately. To me, that should apply to halfbacks, yet it doesn't seem to. Why not? Where is the law that allows them to be forward of that offside line? 15.11. Once a ruck is formed, no player may handle the ball unless they were able to get their hands on the ball before the ruck formed and stay on their feet. This is a tricky one. When I was a kid, you didn't want to put your hands in a ruck. They'd get chewed up by boot sprigs. Today, we allow halfbacks to go rummaging for the ball in a ruck because they're not part of the ruck. I don't really want to mess with that, so I must admit I'm kinda cherry picking the laws that I want to enforce. But 15.16, players must not, F, return the ball into the ruck. If a halfback retrieves the ball then leaves it in the ruck, to me that's illegal. He should only be allowed to reach into the ruck to get the ball out of it. Again, the Caterpillar is a part of the ruck. To me, he's breaking 15.11 and 15.16F. Just either retrieve the ball or join the ruck and use your feet. That brings us to law 15.17 for ending a ruck. When the ball has been clearly won by a team at the ruck and is available to be played, the referee calls use it, after which the ball must be played away from the ruck within 5 seconds. This is the key element of how I believe we can rid ourselves of the Caterpillar. When is the ball won? I can't find a true definition, however I believe it's when it's been presented at the back of the ruck. So the ball is won now. And the ball is won now. And in this one, the ball is won now. I want the ref to call use it the moment the ball is won, and that 5-second clock to start immediately. Let's look at these rucks again with a timer from the moment the ball is won. But I want these teams to be under pressure to play the ball. So if you didn't notice, I'm not asking for any law changes. The laws are already written. Enforce the offside line on halfbacks under laws 15.4 and 15.8. Enforce playing the ball with your feet under 15.11 and 15.16, no hands. And get refs to be strict on the 5 seconds under 15.17. The only thing I believe might need clarifying is when the ruck ball is won. Do this and we should see an end to the use of these Caterpillars. What do you think? Do you agree with my interpretations or disagree? Do you think my suggestions would work, or do you think the lawmakers need to do something else? Or are you happy with these things as they are and we should just let the game go as it is now? I'm keen to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.